Hi and welcome. My name is Dr. Healy here. We are here with Kathleen today. She's been adjusted before. She's got a couple issues, so let's just kind of dive right into what's going on.
My previous job that I had, I was wearing a lot of heavy costumes working in the entertainment industry. So especially on one side, I was wearing a lot of heavy things. So I have kind of some weird like alignment issues and tightness in my neck and upper back.
Is that secluded to the right side or do you feel it on both?
Typically, I feel it more on one side. Like I'll kind of get a knot in one spot on this side over and over. But it definitely shows up on both sides.
Okay. Do you feel any pain or numbness, tingling at all that goes down the arms?
Occasionally.
Which
yes. one? It's usually this arm that I feel that in.
Does it go to the elbow or does it go all the way to the hands?
It really just depends. Sometimes I feel like if I've slept wrong or done like a really intense activity that somehow like triggered that area, it'll start to like hurt, or I'll have like the tingling every now and then. I can kind of like feel it going through my elbow.
Okay. Does it go into certain fingers?
Sometimes like right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, because that follows a dermatonal pattern. So let's say your nerve, you have an ulnar nerve that comes here from the brachial plexus through the elbow and goes to these fingers. So more than likely that nerve is entrapped somewhere. So when you overworking, it's just kind of creating some inflammation, and that's why you might get some of that tingling sensation. Now, do you get weakness too, where you feel like you're like dropping coffee cups or anything like that?
No.
Okay. And then what else is going on?
I also have some like issues with my knees lately.
Okay.
I have one knee that's always giving me issues, and then this knee lately, I've just been feeling a lot of like weird pressure. It's like when I walk, it doesn't always feel like it's working the right way.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It feels kind of like tight, just like around my knee joint.
Okay. And then do they swell at all?
This one does, yes. I haven't noticed this one swelling, but this one definitely does. It'll swell kind of like straight out.
Do you ever feel like your knee's just going to go out when you're walking? Like it's not stable or?
Yes, but not in a dramatic way. Like it kind of feels like it's going to just like not give out and me fall to the floor, but just like I can catch myself.
Kind of like when someone's heel slips, it kind of goes like that?
Like that. Yep.
Okay.
That's exactly right.
And then how about, do you get any shin splints or pain like that?
Yes, I definitely get shin splints pretty often if I do a lot of like, if I do any running, I almost always get shin splints from that, and I get a lot of tightness in my calves, and I get Charlie horses if I'm on my feet all day.
Okay, so that usually has to do with the calves and the balance between the front and the back. So when these are really tight, because you have three muscles that make up your calf, they're going to kind of squeeze, and then it's that repetitive is going to cause that there. How about anything in the hip?
I can't say that I feel any like specific pain in my hips, but I definitely feel sometimes like it's just not even, and I feel like that affects my knees too, but I don't know exactly what that is.
Okay. And are you sitting a lot at work?
Yes. Oh, yes. My current job, I am working from home on a computer all day, and oftentimes not in a very supportive like chair or at a desk. Sometimes I'll just like work from the couch or work from my bed, and definitely kind of like leaning over a computer.
Okay. Okay. So we got a couple things going on. Today, we're going to get everything adjusted, but as far as muscle work goes, we only have time to work on one area. So definitely I want to see you again to work this, but we're going to work the knee today. Okay. You might get a little bruising, you might get some soreness, so just make sure you drink plenty of water and ice. But first, let's do an exam, and we'll kind of go from there, okay? So can I have you stand on up for me, please?
Okay.
The first thing we're going to do, we're going to check your range of motion. So I want you to look up to the ceiling and then down to the floor. Any pain, discomfort with those two?
Feels tight for sure.
Both ways? Just
mostly looking down, it feels really tight.
Okay, come back to neutral. Look as far as you can to your right side and then to your left. Go back to your right. Does that feel a little more restricted than going to your left?
Feel about the same.
About the same?
Yeah.
Your left is 100%. Your right, it's pretty good, but it's just a smidge tighter.
They both feel tight to me, yeah.
Go ear to shoulder just like that. That's good that way. And that one looks a little more restricted there.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Can I have you go down like this, best you can? Good. And then come back up and then extend backwards. Any pain, discomfort with those two?
Not pain, but definitely tightness. My hamstrings.
And the hamstrings? When you went forward? Okay. How about lean to the side? And the other side. That looks good that way. Anything with those that you feel? And rotate. And other side. Can you go back to your right? And then to the left. That seems pretty good. Maybe a little more restricted to the right. Do you have any pain with that? Okay, take a seat. I want you to just lift this knee up, hold it and push down, don't let me. Good, same thing here. Any pain with that? Okay, look straight ahead, please. I'm gonna push here, let me know if there's pain here or here. Pain when I push straight down. Pain with that. I'm gonna rotate, we're gonna angle, and then pain here.
No.
And there.
No.
Okay. Can I have you lay on your back, please? Okay. I'm gonna bring this leg straight. Anything other than a stretch when I go here. Good. Bring this foot to this knee. Relax here, relax this down, and I'm gonna put pressure here. Any pain there?
My knee felt a little bit, yeah.
On the outside? Or the inside?
Actually, yeah.
Okay, so here. Any pain when I'm going like this?
No.
And here, and then how about here? Nothing?
Not really, no.
Or here? No? Good.
Although when you went that way, sometimes if my knee is turned that way, I do feel it, but not
Okay, and you didn't have any falls or injuries or anything like that for the knees?
when I was in high school with this knee.
Oh, that was a cheerleading accident?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not a serious one, but it was just kind of like repetitive, like jumping and stuff, like impact with this knee over and over with like a straight leg.
Gotcha. Okay. And that's usually what I see. Like, it's not one issue. It's like 1,000 little things that just kind of add up.
Yeah.
How about here or here?
No.
Okay. And then here. Any pain with that? Okay.
And that was whenever you put it back, it like had a weird like feeling under my kneecap.
Back here?
No, like under.
Oh, like
yeah.
in the front side aspect of it? Okay.
Yeah.
And then anything, keep it straight. Anything other than a stretch, other than some tightness, or here.
That one hurts a little bit.
In the knee?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're gonna check that psoas here. So hold this in the air. I'm gonna push down, don't let me. Keep it strong. Is that serious?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. So bend the knee here. I'm gonna put pressure kind of right here in the groin, and we're gonna go back and forth 6 times.
Okay.
It's gonna either tickle or be painful. So it depends on the person. We're gonna go here, and then we're gonna stretch it about 6 times. You feel that muscle underneath the thumb kind of sliding?
Mm-hmm.
That's real knotted. So that's probably from sitting down all the time at work.
Yep.
And then so these muscles kind of get shut off. So this is pretty much just waking it up. And then we're gonna go back up here, hold it. I'm gonna push down, don't let me. Keep it strong. Okay. Feel the difference?
Whoa, that's crazy.
So
yes.
pretty much just making that brain connection. The brain's like, I don't want to use it because your body's lazy, so it's gonna use whatever it can. So
that is crazy.
let's check this one here.
Okay.
Hold it. And this one's a little better, but still has some work to do. Okay. Relax here. Same thing. And back and forth. Your hips are so tight.
I feel it. I was saying I feel like something is weird with my hips.
And everything's connected. So this imbalance could just, let's say, rotate your hips. So that's going to change your gait to the way you walk. So you think you're walking normal, but it's actually just causing that, kind of like you did with the jumping here, the small micro traumas over and over and over again. And then they add up and cause more of the issues. All right. Here. Wow. Yeah, that one was a big difference. All right.
Crazy.
So at home, you're definitely going to want to stretch that best you can. If you do any foam rolling, you want to use that corner and get up in here, or you can use like a tennis ball and you kind of just lay onto it and just work that out because those are just getting too short there. Okay. So for your knee pain, we worked that a little bit. Before that, I wanted you to flip on your stomach quick and check a couple other things. We're going to bring this here. I'm going to put pressure on the low back. Any pain when I go here or here. Okay. And then here or here.
Yeah, a little bit maybe.
In the knee. Okay. I'm going to check out your IT band on this side. Oh yeah, right here. Right on the connection here.
Yeah.
And then how about down here? Not too bad there. Check the calf. On the outside here. You feel that slide underneath?
Yeah.
But it's not as bad as I expected, to be honest. Your issues, I think, more up in your hip than actually your knee. This one's a little worse. Yeah. Because you have here. And that's probably because this is an old injury. So it's been compensated longer. Let's check the IT band here. Yeah, oh yeah, this IT band is definitely worse.
Oh yeah, I feel that a lot.
Okay. I'm going to also check your piriformis. So that's the muscle that connects between your hip and your tailbone. So I'm going to poke you kind of right where your butt pocket would be. Okay. We're going to bend this here. I'm going to poke right here. I'm going to rotate the leg. That's pretty tight.
Yeah, I can feel that.
So this is another area where you can foam roll, or you can use like a tennis ball and dig right into there, because that is creating that hip imbalance.
Oh, okay.
Let's check the right side.
I need to get a foam roller.
You do need to get a foam roller. All right, relax here. And this one's not very good either, but not as bad as the left.
That one actually feels worse than the other one.
Because like up here, it's not as bad, but as I get lower to the insertion point, that's where I think more of your issues are there. Okay. All right, so we're gonna get some muscle work done. I'm gonna work the IT bands a little deeper, and then we're gonna do some stretching for you, and we're gonna get everything adjusted today. All right? Kathleen, all right, we're gonna start up top here, okay? First, I'm just gonna use my hands, and then we're gonna start with some graston tools. And yeah, your hamstring right here. Yeah. So your hamstring is made of 3 muscles, and so they connect from the base of this pelvic and connect to that knee. So that this is connecting that knee and pulling on it. And I'm not pushing that hard. See, up here is fine. As we get closer to the knee, that's where your tightness is. So you want to do some active stretches with it, and we'll do some of that here. And it's not too bad here. It's all in this complex. And then that IT band as well. And then on here. So I'm going to use that graston tool. If it's too much pressure, just let me know. But if you can take it, then fantastic.
So far, so good.
Yeah. You may get a little bruising.
Okay.
Do you ever soak in any Epsom salt baths?
Sometimes, yes. I have it at home.
Because I think that'll help to just decrease. 20, 30 minutes. Just kind of relax, put your tunes on, and do it before bedtime and calm these muscles down a little bit. But then I would probably ice it too.
Okay.
Doing okay with this pressure?
Yes, I can definitely feel it though.
When I do this, do you feel pain in the knee, or do you just feel where I'm going?
Just where you're putting the pressure on.
Okay.
Yes, I feel that.
Well, the good thing is we found where your issues are. So if we can work this stuff out, we can get rid of that knee pain. It's just going to take a while. Unfortunately, this is not like a one treatment and done. Especially because most of the time people walk quite a bit. They use their legs quite a bit.
Yeah.
So we pretty much have to create a new normal for it.
So would that be caused by sitting in not supportive chairs and working all day? Does that mess with these muscles?
So yeah, so when the iliopsoas, when we were testing the front muscles, that all the time is caused by that. Now there could be a sequence effect, so that could cause tightness. So then there's a balance between the front and the back, and then also where you're working before, dancing all the time or walking all the time, holding the heavy wigs or whatever you had to wear, that can totally cause it too. Because again, if your gait is off and you're on your feet all day, that's going to create those micro traumas like we were saying. So then your body creates these little knots and tries to protect that area. And if you do that in an acute sense, it's not an issue. But when you do it over and over and over again, that's where the pain and the injuries can happen. Yeah, this one's a little worse here. Oh yeah. Whew.
I feel the difference.
Yeah, that thing's a jerk right there. Still fine with this pressure here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there also like foam roller stuff that I could be doing for like this too?
For the calves? Oh yeah, absolutely. Definitely on the IT bands, on the quads, or like even one of those, like a stick. They kind of almost look like a rolling pin, but with like bumps on them.
Oh yeah.
And that would be really good for your calf. And so then you can go and wheel that out. And it's consistency. If you do it once, it's not going to do it. It's going to be, honestly, like in the beginning, a daily thing. Kathleen, all right, I'm going to have you flip on your back. I want to check the quads and do a little bit more work on that IT band, okay? All right. Oh, your quads are no joke, too.
Ow. Yeah, that hurts.
Oh, the inside. Inside quads, not too bad. I bet you this is going to go all the way up, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can feel how tight that is for sure.
All right, let's use this guy. Yeah, it feels just like pretty much just like a rope. It's so your fibers are just kind of intertwined. Because it's trying to protect the injury.
I suppose that makes sense. How long does it take to like fix something like that?
Probably consistent treatment for 3 times a week for about a month, to be honest. Everybody's different. Sometimes we get reactions quicker, but sometimes it does take longer too. And it kind of depends on how much stuff you're doing at home. So if you're icing and you're foam rolling and doing that stuff at home, and then we're getting things aligned and relaxed here too, then the chances of it recovering is much, much higher.
That makes sense.
So you deal with pain by laughing, so that's kind of hilarious.
Or holding my breath.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't been hit yet, so that's a good news.
Hopefully that won't happen. There are definitely some parts that feel worse than others.
Yeah, like this insertion point
Yeah.
is not good. Okay, let's switch sides. Oh gosh. Yeah, this is worse. It's on here too.
Yeah. That's my
Like I'm only
lucky
putting
me.
I'm putting about this much pressure on it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wild to me.
It's kind of like a scavenger hunt. You never know what you're gonna find.
I always just assumed it was all like, oh my gosh, I can feel that a lot. I always just assumed it was like my spine and my hips being like uneven.
And a lot of it does stem in the hips too, but they're all connected to the knee and to the hip area, that whole pelvic girdle there. And so that misalignment in the back, you have muscles that connect to the vertebrae and then also connect to, again, the pelvic girdle. So it is one complete system.
Wow.
So that's why you kind of address the whole body.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do some stretching here for you.
Okay.
Torture's done. Sorry.
For now?
Yeah, for now. All right, bring this leg up here. I'm gonna cross this here so that leg doesn't come up. You just tell me when you feel this stretch here.
Okay. Feel it.
Okay, now with about 10% push into me. Okay, so we're just activating the muscle to create more blood flow. What blood flow is gonna bring nutrients, that's gonna help with the healing, it's gonna help with the elongation of those fibers there. Is this painful?
It's not painful, but I can definitely feel the stretch.
Okay. All right, and then we're gonna rotate your leg here. I'm gonna bring this towards your stomach. You let me know when you feel the stretch here.
Now I do.
Okay, I want you to kind of kick up into me. Yep, just like that. Does this cause any discomfort or pain? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Back to the first one. You should see about a 10% improvement from the first one.
Okay.
Tell me right there?
Yeah.
Okay, push towards me. So if you're doing these stretches at home, grab a towel and kind of wrap it around the leg and kind of pull it towards yourself and then resist against it.
Okay.
Same thing here, wrap towel around, bring it towards you, and then kick into it. Good. Switch legs here. This one's a little more tight here, right there.
Yeah.
Okay, push towards me. Does this cause you any discomfort on this side?
A little bit, yeah.
In the knee?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can feel it a little bit.
And cross. And push up. Good. And back to the first one. Right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Push towards me.
I really feel that one in my knee. I don't know why.
Well, because your hamstrings are extremely tight. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Can I have you go onto your stomach? All right, Kathleen, can I have you scoot down just a couple inches towards your feet? That's good right there. You're going to feel the table pop up here. All right, that side. You feel this is like pretty soft and that one like jams. All right, I want to have you cross this right ankle over your left. That's going to isolate this joint here. So, and we're just going to here and we do it about 3 times. Good. And relax your legs down there. I want you to take a nice deep breath in and breathe all the way out. And nice little push. Good. All right, I want you to take a nice deep breath in and breathe all the way out. We're going to rotate your head and good. And then same thing here, breathe in and all the way out. Nice stretch. Wonderful. All right, can I have you lay on your side and face me? Breathe in and all the way out. Here we go. And switch sides. Bottom leg straight, top leg up. We're just gonna swap your arms here. There we go. Breathe in and all the way out. Awesome. Lay on your back. We're gonna get your ankles and hips here, and then I'm gonna get the knee here too. Okay, stretch, good. And then we're gonna go right behind the knee. We're gonna get the fibular head, good. And a little bit on the hip, good. Same thing here, good. And cool. And then scoot up a little bit. We're gonna get your neck. All right, we'll move this guy here. Relax, it's gonna bring all the way over. Okay. All right, and then back here. Relax best you can. I'm gonna stretch it all the way over. Good. Okay, the last one we're gonna do is the backpack. So I'm gonna have you sit up and face this way here. So I'm gonna have you put your hands above your head like this, interlock your fingers. So it might get your breath away, so it might be a little tender in the chest area. The whole goal is to get this moving and this moving, especially because we got a computer all day, right? So we wanna help open up that, okay? So I'm gonna put one arm here and one arm here and just lean back on me and then breathe in and all the way out, nice stretch. There we go. When, there we go. Stand it up. Let's see how you feel. Move the legs around. You can stretch whatever you feel like.
Oh, everything definitely feels looser and better.
Fantastic. Yeah. You might be a little lightheaded, but you definitely want to ice those legs today. So
cool.
Awesome. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button below, and then we'll catch you guys next time.